Hey, what's going on, Waymaker families? My name is Peter Johnson. I am the WayKids director here at Waymaker.Church. Your kids probably know me as Peter from the PB&J show. And I just want to say thank you so much for joining us online today. If you are a regular online viewer, it is great to see you again. You know exactly what content is coming your way. And if you're not a regular online viewer, then thank you so much for joining us. I know that if you are an in-person family that comes every Sunday morning, you know that we are not able to gather as we are having no Sunday gatherings for the rest of September due to the rise of COVID in our area. And we just want to be safe rather than sorry, and we want to be able to keep you guys healthy. So we hope that during these couple weeks off that you guys are staying healthy. We are praying for you continually. But we also are so sad that we can't see you guys, which is why we are so glad that we have the means to make this awesome content for you guys to see within your home. Waymaker families, on behalf of the WayKids team, I cannot express how sad we are to not be able to see you and your family in person on Sunday. So what we wanted to do on behalf of the WayKids team is give you guys a little bit of a gift. So if you're a parent that usually meets with us in person or online, wherever you are watching from, at the end of the video, there is going to be a URL link that you can go to that will take you to a little barcode that you can scan at your local Starbucks to get a drink on the WayKids team while funds are still on that account. But here's the trick. We are going to have the link at the end of the video. So enjoy this content with your family. Watch as a family together, and then make sure that you go to that link at the end of the video to get a Starbucks drink on us as the WayKids team at Waymaker.Church. I hope you guys enjoy this content. Check it out.
Lost with a broken heart. You pick me up, now I'm set apart. From the ash I am born again, forever safe in the Savior's hands. You are more than my words could say. I follow you for all my days. Fix my eyes, follow in your ways. Forever free in unending grace. 'Cause you are night. Let your love be the shining light, breaking chains that were holding me. You sent your son down and set me free. Everything of this world will fade. I'm pressing on till I see your face. I will live that your will be done. I won't stop till your kingdom come. 'Cause you are my freedom. We lift you higher, lift you higher. Your love never ending. Oh, oh, oh. You are alive in us. Nothing can take your place.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the PB&J Show, Updates with Peter edition. Today, I am super excited because we're going to be talking about a lot of fun stuff, and we're going to be talking about taking responsibility and ownership over things. And I'll explain a little bit of what that looks like. But first, how many of you have ever had something that, like a chore or a pet or anything like that, that you had a responsibility to take care of? Whether it's helping feed the family dog or feeding a fish. For me, when I was growing up, one of my responsibilities at the house was to help water and feed the plants. I didn't really know that plants could actually eat anything, but apparently they can eat like special nutrients and stuff like that. Either way, it was my responsibility to fill up a gallon of water and go to all the plants in our house and continually water each plant. And my mom wanted to make sure that we had tons of plants. We had ferns, we had ficuses, we had other plant things. I couldn't name them all, but here's the thing. My responsibility was to water each and every single one of them. The reality is, it was actually a pretty easy job. It didn't take me long to do. I would just put water in a gallon bucket and I would just water the plants. Easy peasy. Sometimes it was so easy, I was like, man, why am I even doing this? So the more and more time went on, the more and more I became less excited and less energized to go help water my mom's plants. But it was my responsibility, and if I wasn't gonna do it, it wasn't always gonna get done. The problem is that one time I actually didn't do it. And then one time led to another time where I didn't do it, and then led to another time I didn't do it. And then, long story short, ended it with my mom freaking out, yelling at me, and mad at me for killing all of her plants. Yes, all the plants died. Turns out, if you don't give them water and you don't give them the nutrients they need, they don't survive, much like most things that are alive. The point I'm trying to make is, I just had one little responsibility, and I didn't really meet that responsibility, and things kind of got messed up. I learned that day when you don't take care of the things that you're responsible for, sometimes bad things can happen. And eventually, even when my mom got new plants, she was very careful to trust me with watering those plants because she wanted to make sure that I was actually able to do those things. And it's funny, I shared that story because we are actually talking about that idea today, of taking ownership and taking care of what you've got. So, let's check out this story from Jesus, and I'll see you in a minute.
One day, Jesus told a story to his 12 friends, the disciples. He wanted them to know the importance of being a good steward. A steward is someone who takes care of what belongs to someone else. Jesus told them this story. There once was a rich man who heard that the worker in charge of his business was wasting his money. So, the rich man called the worker and said, "What's this I hear about you? Tell me what you are doing with my money. If you are wasting it, then you can't be in charge." The worker wasn't allowed to run the business anymore. He was worried. He thought, "What will I do now? My boss will take my job away. I'm not strong enough to dig. I'd feel bad about having to beg for food." The worker had to come up with a plan to convince other people to give him money. Jesus taught from this story and said, "Whoever can be trusted with very little can also be trusted with much. And whoever is dishonest with very little will also be dishonest with much." Jesus wants you to understand that everything belongs to God. He wants you to take care of the money He gives you, but there's more. God gives you time, a talent, and the world He created. When you take care of what you've got, you show God you love Him and that He can trust you with even more. So take care of what you've got.
I would have loved to just go back in time to be able to sit down in front of Jesus and just hear Him tell stories. And that story was awesome. What a great truth to learn. Whenever we have responsibility over things, whether it's something like feeding your pets or watering a plant, or maybe something a little bit bigger like making sure you're doing your homework on time or doing your chores like your parents asked. When we do those things, we are trusted with more things. For example, if you get an awesome new video game or a really cool new toy or whatever it may be, when you take care of those things, your parents trust you with those things and they allow you to get more of those things. And when God gives us things like trusting us to be able to show the love of Jesus with our friends and to trust us with being kind with other people, when we do those things, He trusts us to give us more opportunities to love people. And that is so, so awesome. So here's our big idea for today. When I take care of what I got, I show God I love him. It's plain and simple. When we take care of the things that he's given us and we steward that stuff well, we take care of that stuff well, we show that we love God and we want to do whatever we can to honor him. So what are you going to do this week to show God that you love him? What is the thing that you have, that responsibility, that friendship, whatever it be? What do you have that you can take care of to show God that you love him and that you can be trusted with more things from him? Talk to your parents about what you've learned. Talk to your friends about what you've learned, your siblings, whatever it is, and then come up with some great examples on how you can do that. Well, guys, that's all I've got to you for today. Thank you for enjoying another episode of the PB&J Show, Updates with Peter, and I will catch you guys next week. Come on.
Of our God, the rocks cry out if we don't shout the praises
Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed watching the content today. I hope your family is filled up with the glory of God and ready to go after another week of loving people just like Jesus would have us do. Now, as I mentioned before, there is a URL link that I am displaying right now on the screen for you guys to go to be able to get access to that Starbucks code, so that way you can get a Starbucks drink on the WayKids team while the funds are still in that account. Also, if you need anything or want to see any other content, don't hesitate to email me, or you can go over to the Waymaker.Church/parent page to get all the updates on all of our family ministries here at Waymaker Church. Waymaker families, you are so loved, and we pray that you go make a way this week.